Have you been struggling with breakage, frizzy new growth, or maybe your new growth is growing away from your locks? Do you live an active lifestyle or prefer less maintenance without retwisting too often? Maybe you want to wash your hair more often while still maintaining a fresh look with tamed and groomed locks. If any of this applies to you, continue watching so that I can show you how to achieve this with the use of crochet maintenance. The first and most important tool that you'll need to achieve this look is a crochet hook. The size that I'm using is 0.5 millimeters. The sizing of the hook is very important to ensure that you're able to grab the small pieces of hair to create that instant lock. If your needle is too big for your lock size, it'll be almost impossible to grab a small piece of hair. If your needle is too small, it may take you forever and a day just to get one lock done. So if your lock size is very similar to mine, I highly recommend a 0.5 millimeter needle. And then a lot of times the needles come in different packs of sizes. So you can just pick a needle that works for you. And if it doesn't work, you can grab the next size up or the next size down in the pack. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is separate your locks and grab the strand that you're going to be crocheting together. This is going to create an instant lock to where you don't have to retwist it. You don't have to worry about it unraveling. It's just going to be instantly locked. Start by taking your lock and twisting it as if you were doing a retwist, but you're not going to use any products. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking my needle on my left hand while holding my lock in my right hand, and I'm sticking the needle in and out, in and out. Now, I know most people, they go inside the middle of the lock. I'm not sticking the needle straight in the middle. I'm sticking the needle around the lock. So I'm going to slow it down so you can see exactly what I mean. So I stick the needle through the lock, but closer to the edge. I make sure that the hook is facing down towards the lock so that it's able to grab pieces of hair on its way out. And then I put the hook underneath of the lock and I make sure that the hook is facing the lock. So now the hook is going to be facing upwards so that when I pull it out, it's grabbing hair. And the reason why I'm alternating from the top and bottom of the lock is so that it can actually crochet the hair. That is literally the purpose of crocheting. Sometimes I see a lot of people go directly in and out of the middle of the lock, and that's their preference. But my preference is to go in and out of the lock slightly closer to the edges, working my way from top to bottom. This crochet hook is pretty small, so if I just stab it in the middle repetitively, yeah, it'll start clumping together, but am I really getting an effective lock? I know that if I'm going around my lock from top to bottom and I'm actually crocheting in and out, it's going to effectively lock without me stabbing through it, but actually grabbing small pieces of hair and locking that together, crocheting it together. You can literally see it combining and locking together versus you just stabbing your needle through the middle. Now, you see how that needle gets thicker towards the end where I'm holding it? Imagine me stabbing it way too far in and it's just creating a hole in my lock and it's not effectively locking it together. All right, so I'm going to put it back in its normal speed so you can see exactly what I'm doing in real time. I'm using the opposite hand as support. I'm continually rotating my crochet needle, making sure that the hook is always facing the lock right before I'm about to pull, and my hand is just support. My supporting hand is moving my lock back and forth along with the crochet needle. And that's pretty much it when it comes to crochet. You're just going to be repeating those same steps over and over again on every single lock. You can start from the top part of your new growth down to the bottom of your new growth. If you have some breakage on some locks, you can use the same method to fix and reconstruct your locks. So if you have some frizziness at the ends of your locks or in the middle of your locks, you can continue crocheting down the mid shaft and ends as well. It's really all about preference and how you want your locks to look at the end of the day. For instance, I'm not going to replace this as my retwisting method. I only did this to maintain and revamp my locks. I prefer a regular retwist because it's quicker, and I actually want to start embracing the frizz because it does form a thicker locks, and I want my locks to be a little bit more thicker. I just wanted to do the crochet lock method to maintain the damage that was already done throughout the years and give my locks another fresh start. First of all, it lasts about 8 to 10 weeks while washing your hair, while going swimming, working out, putting it up into a ponytail, while doing styles. It lasts. You don't need any products other than moisturizing your hair and making sure that it's not too dry. You do not need any retwist products, any gels, jams, anything like that. If this video helped you, please comment down below saying it helped me, sis. Okay, because I just want to know if this video is helping. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you soon.